8 tracks into this Wayne album, I think we should file a class action lawsuit. No, dead ass. Say psych right now, Lil Wayne. I want all the MFs who are upset about Wayne not getting a Super Bowl performance to press play on the Carter 6, trying to see some. Lil Wayne is a sick ass nigga for this album. I have no idea how he's gonna tour this. Normally, I like to run an album back after a first listen before saying anything, but in this case, I don't want to. I love Lil Wayne, but this album is booty crumbs. Ah, man. Seems like Lil Wayne ran out of lighter fluid, dog. Because today is damn near a eulogy for Lil Wayne. I mean, today we are retiring Lil Wayne and putting him in a nursing home. That's how bad the Carter 6 was. Everybody, well, let me stop lying, because I wasn't hyped. I didn't see any hype actually around this album, but I think everybody's at a space where they're like, okay, the nostalgia of Lil Wayne is gonna force us to go listen to this album. The fact that it's still a Carter series, which should have ended a long time ago, probably should have stopped at 3 in my personal opinion. All of that collectively had us going, you know what, we'll give this shit a chance. If you're 30 and up at least. And we got more than we bargained for. And that's not in a good way. Because you see, I think we all expected maybe, he'll have like 4 or 5 songs on there. Maybe we'll get a Drake feature, Nicki Minaj feature, something like that. Somebody that can hold it together. But nah. We got the worst, not only the worst album of the year, we got the worst album of Lil Wayne's career. This might be the worst album from a mainstream artist in years. This is totally embarrassing. Like, if I would love to see Wayne's face right now. I know Wayne is in Wayne's World and I just skate and smoke weed all day and watch Sports Center. Nah. Lil Wayne gotta have his eyes glued to the internet right now, hearing what people think about this album. Because this is one of the first times that I've collectively seen everybody come together. There ain't no arguments. Ain't nobody trying to say, nah, bruh, it's this album cold. Y'all niggas just haters. I don't see none of them tweets. I don't see nobody saying, man, F what y'all saying, I rock with Wayne. This shit crazy. Nobody saying, oh man, this song is that right there. Y'all crazy. I gotta listen to that again, man. No. Everybody collectively is saying that this shit is terrible. Now, these are the mistakes that I feel like Lil Wayne made, and these are the things that I'm looking for when I'm trying to hear a great album. These are the things that we have to collectively put together to make a great album, and I feel like Wayne didn't do any of these. Let's take a look. Now, there's one thing that is more important than the lyrics, the name of the song. This is actually, to me, the most important thing. The first thing that I look for when I press play on a song. And that's production. And that's what Lil Wayne didn't have. He didn't have good production. It wasn't mixed and mastered good enough. It wasn't a good beat selection. Like, this shit was really, really bad. This album, it started off kind of cool. Kind of slowly started going downhill, but it wasn't really like just ultimately just bad. And then once you got to like song 9, 10, this shit just took a nosedive. Like, you fell off a cliff. Like, that's how fast the album fell off. And I noticed that it was really because of the beats, bro. That's really what it was. Now, the peak part of this piss poor beat selection was a song called Peanuts to an Elephant. And it was literally horrible. It was horrid. It was cringeworthy. I seen somebody say, this shit sounds like a Crash Bandicoot beat. They said this shit sound like it belonged on Mario Kart. Like, what? I've got to the point when I'm listening, because I've listened to this song over and over again, because I just can't believe how bad just the production is on it. And I can't believe that Wayne is really trying to rap to this shit. Like, he's equally rapping as bad as the beat. Like, he's trying to use elephant references He said, I'm a all red elephant Donald Trump. Like, what the hell is he talking about? What the hell is this man talking about? It was terrible. Honestly, the beat was so bad. I'm assuming that Wayne must have been doing somebody a favor. Or maybe he's getting extorted. I don't know, one of the two. But there's no way that Wayne heard this beat in the studio and he hit the, ooh, this the one. I'm about to go in. I'm about to go in on this beat. The next thing I'm looking for in this album is, what is it about? Because there was no concept to this album. And not every album has to be a conceptual album, but there wasn't even no concept in the song. Like, the songs were about absolutely nothing. It was literally like the same thing that Eminem does, right? In his current days as an older statesman in rap. These dudes are just doing lyrical exercise on a beat. If you were gonna do that, then you should have just made a mix. You should have just said this was a mixtape. Because it's just, I'm trying to go in on every song. I don't even think Wayne had a song for the women. Like, it was literally about nothing. That's what he need to name this shit. This is the album about absolutely not a damn thing. This is why Wayne is a good feature artist, because his strong point has never been actually having any context to his music. It's just, I'm trying to punchline you to death. And even that's got old. Next, I would say that Wayne's flow is tired. It's dated. Some of these songs sound like 2010. Like, I'm really trying to understand who was in the studio with him. Where was the London on the tracks and the Metro Boomins and all the, we needed top-notch production. We needed somebody in there to give him subjects to rap about. Because my whole thing, Wayne, you ain't got nothing going on in your life. I seen you just throwing your fiance out on Mother's Day. Like, is there anything going on in your life that inspires you to make a song about? God damn, I'm not saying like we need to be all in your business, any of that. I'm just saying there's nothing that sparked up here. It's just you saying like, we's the F baby and the F is for front door. I heard him say a line, she got junk in her trunk. She my junk food. Like, this is what we doing, Wayne. Y'all was getting on Drake for saying that he's basically too old to be rapping about what he's rapping about. Like failed relationships and, you know, playing women and misogynistic things. I'd rather have that any day of the week than what Wayne put on this album and what he's been putting out. Really, y'all been letting Wayne slide since anything after the Carter 4, I felt like was mid. I haven't heard anything great from Wayne, to be honest with you. But that's just me. Like, the constant punchline rap. Like, bro, put a pen to a paper and make something creative. You feel me? And that brings me to the next one, a lack of creativity. You know, he's not being vulnerable in his music. Wayne ain't taking risk in his music. He's just constantly using the same formula, but it's getting old. It's not good anymore. He doesn't have an eye for a good beat. He doesn't have an eye for realizing that some of his lyrics, some of his punchlines were just like cringeworthy. They were atrocious. It was just downright bad. There's no kind of nothing up here. Like, is his brain fried or something? Like, is he distracted? What is it? Because there's no excuse for this. This was unacceptable right here, Wayne. Even the features was mid. And I'm not saying mid in the sense of like they gave him bad verses. The problem is it's just not good music, and you're trying to add verses onto an album that doesn't have good music on it. You know, like I'm hearing 2 Chainz rapping, I'm like, okay. I'm hearing Big Sean rapping, I'm like, all right. I'm hearing Big X the Plug. That was actually a pretty decent song. It's just like, Wayne, you ain't even doing your features no justice by giving them good material to work with, brother. They did this because you're Wayne at this point. You know what I mean? Like, they like, oh, he a legend. I want to get on the track with a legend. I want to be able to scratch that off my bucket list. I worked with Lil Wayne. That's what this album was given with the features. Sad, man. And then I'll just say it's just no direction. It's no direction, man. The album was all over the place. It was like this was a 2010 track right here. This was like some type of pop record attempt right here. This one had an elephant screaming over the beat. This one right here, like I don't get it. I could tell that some of these songs are years and years old, and you just threw them on there. Which leads me to believe, are you really the workaholic that you used to be? I don't think you are, man, because there's no way that you have hundreds, possibly thousands of songs, and this is what you put together. There's no way that this is what you collectively put together, man. I don't think that your friends like you. I don't think that the labels like you, because ain't no way you took this to a label meeting and said, this is my album, y'all, and I hope y'all like it. And then they sat there and listened to it and was like, yeah, that's it, Weezy. You ain't been putting out good music for a while, but this was new level trash. You know what I'm saying? This was dumpster juice mixed with some shit. That's just the brutal, honest truth. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, the internet switch up on you so quick. Nah, this ain't one of those situations. We just telling you the truth, my boy. I would say back to the drawing board, but I'll say put the drawing board down. Go enjoy life, man. You done enough work. And if you really want to be honest, man, Lil Wayne is one of the most overrated artists of all time. Oh, I know y'all don't want to hear that. When I say overrated artist of all time, I'm not saying he hasn't put out classic music. I'm not saying he hasn't done great things and he's not a legend. What I'm saying is, when it comes to him being an album artist, Lil Wayne has been overrated. Now, at the beginning of his career, all the way up to Carter 3, I respect it. I personally think Carter 2 is the best album that Lil Wayne's ever did. It had direction, had everything that I was looking for on there. Good beat production, all of that. Carter 3 is a commercial classic. For me, that's when I kind of saw where the downslide was about to happen. But it wasn't a bad album. Lil Wayne is a great mixtape artist. And the problem is, that's what he's been trying to capture on his albums rather than actually putting together conceptual music, album quality music. Is just him just using the same bad formula over and over again since then. And I think that that's gonna fuck up his legacy. I don't think Lil Wayne, I'm so serious, I don't think Lil Wayne needs to make any more albums, for real. Like, just enjoy giving us 4 to 5 features a year, bro. That's all we need from you. So, I don't know. What do y'all want from Wayne at this point? Like, how do y'all feel about the album? I want to hear all the jokes down below, all the disrespect down below in the comments, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. Another one bites the dust, y'all. We out, baby. Boo!
IG-TheLaFlare.
It's him.